Hello. Welcome to the stream. I have some coffee here, and let's have a discussion about what's been going on. Let's talk a little bit about it. So, for those that are kind of new to the channel, you know, you don't necessarily know everything that's happened. You haven't been here the whole time, following along and whatnot. You know, this is obviously more for you, or maybe for those that intermittently come in and out. You don't understand. You know, you're not following along necessarily all the time, so to know what's been happening. So, allow me to fill you in. Allow me to fill you in. You know, basically about what's been going on and what actually happened and what is actually happening. So, I'm sure a lot of you are aware that there's this weird thing going around where more people are getting threats than normal. You know, obviously somebody doing public speaking is always going to get, always going to get that. And there's been more of an obvious concentration of, you know, certain types of attacks and stuff like that. Politically, obviously. So we have to sit and we have to wonder about stuff like that. So let's before I get into any other, I'm gonna probably play some stuff here, but I just figured I would, before we get into that, let's talk about what's actually happening and what happened, okay? Specifically on my channel, specifically for me, here's what happened, okay? And here's what led me to understand and start realizing what was happening, because I went down a huge road of research after this happened. So, I'm on the fence about whether I should still say the channel or not, that it impacts, it would have to do with. So I don't know that I'm going to do that. But we all know that there is a certain, for those who know, there's a certain community that I support a lot, you know, the scam baiting community and stuff like that, and I support these guys, and I've always talked good about them, specifically one particular channel. We all know that, so without mentioning it. So let's talk about what actually happened and why this led me down to the road that I researched, and why we're at this point, and why I'm not talking about it. Let me just say it as simply as I can. I do fully believe, truthfully believe, that people that are in the public's view and easy to manipulate, like content creators, and seem easy to manipulate, like what I've been doing here, where it seems like, you know, like just emotion and stuff like that. What you have to realize is there's reasons for that I'm doing that. I need to understand. I need to try certain things. So I do fully believe at this point that for the most part there are a number of groups. I think that they're being led. They don't know they're being led. And I think it's hackers. I don't know if they're working within these organizations or not. But it's very clear they're hackers, and what they're doing is they're manipulating vulnerable people in the public that post what they're most like the people that talk about their problems, anxieties, the things that bother them the most are the most targeted, because then that's easy. They know how to do it. So you have to understand these people that instead of getting a therapist or something like that, they're going online and they're posting all this stuff. You know, that's what you have to realize, is they're being targeted. And maybe even people that have virtual appointments. So the point is that like hackers are obviously doing this. They're using people, confusing people, tons of accounts. You know what spam accounts can do to people in a chat and affect what they think. So I saw something, and the whole point is that I'm not concerned. The whole point is I know that people are listening, and I know that, like, I'm not a fool. I know when somebody's listening. So the whole point is to make these, people react and stuff like that. And trust me, I did. It was very obvious that they thought this was some sort of recruitment process they were in the middle of or something like that. The point was to get them to focus their attention on me instead of maybe somebody else, so that it would backlog the process to harm the person that they were trying to harm. The point is to get them to think that they're going to they're going to manipulate me or something like that, but they're not. I'm just never going to I would never do something like that. So that's what you have to realize, is I wasted their time. And I was wasting their time. So I guess maybe it doesn't matter, since I've said that now. I guess it doesn't matter if I say the channel now. I'm not going to say who it was. But they're very clearly... it's obviously Scammer Payback. And the point was that they posted... So I did some reports, and the whole point was that they're manipulating YouTube's report system. So somehow they're able to do that. And so what they posted, without again saying who it was, I'm sure it's obvious who they're trying to target. I'm sure it's obvious. Duh. But what they posted was a very nasty AI image of this person being unalived on stream, right on the thumbnail. And I was on stream when it happened, so I had to not react. I saw it on my browser, and I really quickly took the camera away, went away for a while, and tried to find it again, and I couldn't. And the title said something to I couldn't remember exactly what the title says, but like, why couldn't I find it again? It was a suggestion. Very strange. And even when you back and forward, I've done enough times to know now that it'll sometimes put the same videos there, so why wouldn't it? It was so weird. But it says something to the effect of, capping somebody. What happens when you scam bait too hard or something like that, it was bad. It had some words on the thumbnail, and it had an AI image, and again in the title it was very clear what they were going to do. And again, right on stream, I had nothing. So I had no prepared response for this. It just happened. It was awful. And all I knew how to do was immediately do what I always do and lock it down. So hence the pretending to be a certain way. Because if they think that I don't like this channel all of a sudden and stuff like that, they will waste their time on me. And I'm just gonna sit here not just playing video games. That's literally all I'm gonna do. So, I, you know, I'm sure they figured it out by now anyway, but it's the sort of thing where for everybody that's been wondering. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I'm sure Obscure Payback's figured out the point of what I was trying to get to, but maybe some of the details were a little bit fudgy, like why, the mainly it was the fact that I'm concerned about the report system, the fact that they're clearly manipulating this, and clearly have, the ability to do such things with YouTube systems, and it's just strange, the stuff that I'm seeing. So, I think that's pretty much the gist of that situation. Has YouTube been fixed yet? What do you mean? It's pretty vague, generalized question. So yes, I think that there are obviously cults, and but again, they're being led by anarchist, chaotic, one-off criminals. It's not a huge conspiracy. Again, for the most part, as a society, we have moved past this. So why, you wonder? Well, that's what you have to recognize. Any time where I'd say that, there's somebody hitting the emoji. This is what they want. And I've specifically mentioned Chester Bennington and people like that. You have to understand that was strange too. People that have depression, anxiety, stuff like that, they're targeted specifically, because they know, all it takes is a weak moment and they can get that person to do something. So that's the way they look at it. And, it's obviously horrible, but I do think that it's being caused by criminals, one-off criminals. And again, you would normally have investigators sitting on here looking for these things. I shouldn't have to get on and talk about this. But we all know, like, that's kind of my point, is we have a government that does these things. They're aware of these things. So the reality is we're all sort of organically figuring this stuff out that the government should be doing because it's not doing it. Just trying to put that out there. This is what's been happening. Has YouTube been fixed yet? And then you said with live streaming. Again, I don't know what you mean. I am streaming. So was there a problem with live? I don't know. Sorry. If you're from another country, maybe? Anyway. I just figured I'd let you guys know that, it's really a lot of it's just been to waste their time because of that ridiculous thing that I saw, and I just couldn't believe that somebody You know, like anybody that goes to the time to do stuff like that, just like the person that keeps making a whole bunch of accounts just to dox private information. Like that takes time to do that. Like, why would somebody do that? You know. Yeah, you have to rationalize. you just have to rationalize somebody that you know. I'm just saying, it takes time to do stuff like that. Why would somebody sit here and do that? Just dox somebody's information, or you know, for whatever reason, really, whatever reason, really. You know, my point is, and a lot of streamers point to, are that if you have something valid, credible to say, then just say it. Otherwise, sort of kind of going around spamming, reacting in, you know, in unsavory, toxic ways and stuff like that, it sort of shows that you're not very credible, because again, you have nothing to add on your own. You know, you didn't create, you didn't think about this beforehand, get on the stream, make some coffee. You didn't do that. Are trans people doing it, is the question. I'm sure that's what Asmongold's community is going to think, right? Is it just trans people? It certainly doesn't seem that way. Why does it seem that way? So the intelligent take would be why. Not there's a huge group of trans people all getting together. It doesn't make any sense. The question is why. And it goes back to the first thing I told you. Easy manipulation. These are folks with problems that they never dealt with, and now it's aired out in front of everybody. That's it. Societal problems. That's society's problem. It's not their problem. Society puts it on them. I swear to God, that's literally how you should look at that. And then, you know, like, they want to be called it, dragon, rock. What, I don't care what they want to be called. You know, obviously anybody with a problem that gets all bent out of shape about, you didn't call me this. That's what somebody, okay, yeah, they still have a problem. But, like, if they're patient about it and they just try to remind you, just try to, then they're not putting that on you. You know, so, I don't know. I just, again, if they really want to go that route and they really want to do that, they'll do it. But again, yeah, for the most part, I am ill-equipped to sit here and give them advice. But if there's a huge mass general advice for them, shut up. Not to be rude. Don't tell anybody. Just go back to the way it was. It's easier. I'm serious. That's the problem. You made the wrong choice. You're trying to force things on everybody else. It is this way. It is society's problem that they can't get over this. Sure. But you can't force people either. So, you know, like, we tried with the bathrooms. You know, I mean, I understand a bathroom. Just put it as a family bathroom. Then that way anybody can go in there. There's one, you lock the door, nobody else can get in. Do that everywhere. Why is that a problem? And then you don't have to talk about it. Then it's not a trans bathroom. That fixes the issue. But nobody did that. I tried to... That was a suggestion I had on a stream like a long time ago, too. I just feel like nobody cares to listen to the real solutions. I feel like they want to hear the crazy side of everything. And it's like a TV show instead of fixing the problems. So stop making it like that. Don't let people do that. Have a solution. State simply what it is. Until they do that, don't air your problems out there. Because then then they make it your problem. So, you know, again, is it collectively all these trans people targeting Asmongold? No. Nope. It's not what it is. I'm sure there's accounts like you see in my chat, bot accounts, that subliminally quickly say things to these people that you'll never see. You know, stuff like that, just like what happens to me. And so you got to realize that these folks that have problems, that haven't dealt with it, they listen to that. They listen to the one-off little thing because it's finally somebody supporting what they've been saying. That's all that is. And it might not be valid. It's probably not. But it's finally somebody supporting what they're saying, so they just really latch onto that. So, do I think he's being targeted? No. But just as any other celebrity has to worry, I mean, still have security, still do what you normally do. Okay? That's what I would say. I would say still heightened security, still do what you normally do. Do I really think that's valid? Probably not. But again, like I said, yes, people are being manipulated and used to commit attacks, for sure. But it's not what you think. It's not. That's not the crazy person. That's a person making a stupid choice in a weak moment. The crazy person's the person sitting on this platform that the platform didn't do anything about. They can sit here, again, for some reason they didn't do anything. And they can still sit here and they can still make all these accounts and do the damage they're doing. That's the person. That person organizes. That person does these things. And the fact that I have one following my channel around and stuff like that in broad daylight, you have to understand and rationalize how many are probably hiding in secret, following around channels like Scammer Payback, that literally stops scammers all the time. And Asmongold that sits here and literally just says anything he wants to say without filter. Again, the criminal is gonna hang on to every last word and be like, you're next, you know, and just really try to egg these people on and just try to find somebody new. And I promise, that's all it is. It's really a couple of people. It's an Andrew Tate situation. That's that guy's name, right? That bald loser. That's his name, right? It's that. It's somebody like that. I'm just saying. Literally, it's somebody like that. You know, they recruit people. Yeah, they organize. They run a cult. That's what it is. I need to clean my mic. Look at this. Look at. Do you see that? What the hell is on that? Anyway, I need more coffee. Coffee needs to be. I need more. It's not steaming. It needs to like be just steamingly scalding hot right now. So I'm gonna grab some coffee really quick. But I also would like to let you know that they finally added the chair removal back in Windows 11. So for some strange reason, I couldn't get my chair removal in Windows 11. So they finally added that back, and that was causing all kinds of freaking problems initially, which is why I wasn't using the thing so much. But it's like crap. Like, it doesn't work very well. It worked. It works when you have, if you remember my razor chair, my cat tore it up. But it worked great for that. For like a normal chair, it doesn't. They had to swap it out with another one. 'Cause it became uncomfortable to sit on after after the claws. So anyway, I just figured I'd let you know what's been going on, what actually happened. Oh, let's see what else is going on. I covered the crap in Windows 11. I know. Yeah, like look at this, like, well, I guess it's fine now. Maybe it's working now. Oh, there we go. If I turn, see? It literally just doesn't. If I turn it, yeah, you can see it. It's great stuff. No, I mean it is. It is good stuff. I mean, clearly it's really good at what it's doing, but the chair removal could use a little. I mean, it's pretty good, but it was a little. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. What else? Oh, yes. AMD is better. Yep, still. Just wanted to put that out there. I know I've been saying this for a long time. It's still the case. Anyway, in case anybody's wondering, you know, who do I believe? No, trust me, AMD is still better. Does anybody actually have a Threadripper? Now, I know they're expensive, but again, if you would actually compare the 20 cores, the 20 core to the 20 core, again, that's what I'm noticing. A 20 core Intel is equal to an 8 core AMD. That's what you need to understand. The price matters. Like, they're charging what they charge because it's worth that compared to the competitor. I mean, I'm just being honest with you. So, you know, you want to sit here and you want to think that anybody is doing anything right with a console at this point using Intel. Nope, it's just not very good. Not anymore. That's why the TVs that use AMD for their HDR are way freaking better and more efficient at doing things. Yeah, and you can play a game off your TV. That's why. Yeah, the people that are amazed by that, did you know that that's why? Because it's AMD. Bet you didn't know that. No, I'd be willing to bet you didn't. I'm not trying to be rude. Like, that is something a lot of people don't really know. There's a lot of stuff that the tech industry hides. Most TVs are like 2 to 3 different panels. Like a lot of TV brands. The panel itself is just 2 to 3 different brands. You're just buying the same TV. And a lot of it has to do with, again, I tried to tell you, a lot of this is calibration. You know, again, most people will buy a TV and will never touch the they'll never look at brightness, they'll never look at contrast, they'll never look at colors, they'll never look at anything. Backlight, nothing. They'll just get a TV, load it up, and that thing will be yellow forever. You know? You know? They'll be sitting there, they'll have the light off, and it's like this dark room, and you walk in, you're like, oh, God! Ugh! You know, like, and it's always like in a dark room, and they just have like the backlight all the way up or something like that. And then they wonder why their eyes start, you know, like hurting or something. You know, I just I went through this like I wish that I would have had a chance to sell TVs because truthfully most people have no clue how to calibrate a TV, understand that you can do such a thing. They truthfully they don't even think of it. They just get the man that looks good, and they seriously. How many people do that with a computer monitor? You got your computer monitor, you think it's crap because you didn't set the settings? How many of you set your settings and your refresh rate in Windows, but never set your refresh rate on your monitor and wonder why you can't? You're like, this game is crashing and it sucks, but then your refresh rate on your monitor is like 60 hertz and you're trying to do 120 in Windows. I just never set it. I'll bet a good number of gamers that don't know what they're doing, that just set the setup. You know, they don't even think of those things. I'll bet. This is a lot of what I do. I don't use now a lot of what people don't understand is NVIDIA control panel is a thing. That's what people don't understand. And I don't use global settings and stuff in there for games. I actually use a lot more software settings and smarter. But what you have to understand is that's why that entire thing is constantly like. The reason I say that your card will do like multiple things like shadows and stuff on top of each other is because that's why. It's literally built into that. So again, you can have it set to that, and I often do have it set to only software settings and stuff like that, but even sometimes on the hardware level, it's going to have certain things built into it, and you have to understand that trying to turn everything all the way up all the time isn't actually turning it all the way up all the time. You have to optimize it for your card, and it's going to look better than turning it up. Like, you might actually have a really good card, but you're trying to turn it up on an ultra and stuff. Your card just can't do it. Your system can't do it. It doesn't mean that it's bad. It just means for some reason that card, just like everybody thinks ultra quality, you know, like those settings, quality, balance, ultra quality. Everybody thinks ultra quality. No, that's like, I think that's for specifically 4K. Quality is 2K. So, like, just knowing that, it's going to look better. Like, the whole point is, like that Q is being identified as, you know, like setting it for that quality setting, and that's that 2K, so that way you have, like, a standard you can just go to, and now it's going to do the resolution scaling properly for, you know, DLSS, DLAA, whatever it is. And just knowing that quality is aligned with 2K can, you know, suddenly make, you know, oh, okay. Well, if ultra quality is for 4K, I don't really want to turn on that if it wouldn't have a 4K display. That wouldn't make any sense. That would just bog down the system and make it look really weird. Yes. So you're trying to make it look cool, and maybe it even does look better. You're like, wow, you know, but you're not realizing it's in 4K. I have things, even not having a 4K monitor, I'll have games that start up, and it thinks, because the display is so good, it actually thinks it's a 4K monitor, and puts the game in 4K. And I'm like, no, I have to turn this down. I'm sure the same thing happens to YouTube. It gets a send request signal or something like that. It's trying to transmit maybe a 4K signal or something. It's like it's not the case, and it's just Windows or whatever, incorrectly establishing what the screen is supposed to be. Because again, the screen's really good. So that's the point. It's optimization. So you have to just take that down, and you're good. So the whole point is your hardware is supposed to is supposed to take that bottleneck for you. So when you clearly have software designed to break it, to not work properly, there's where the light bulb should start going off that Windows is, you know, you get what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to tell you. I can turn, every stream, like, for the most part, and no difference, it's always been high settings. As I've talked about before, turning it above that or below that just makes it run weird. I've actually had games run badly at medium settings too, because it's optimized for the higher. Like, it just doesn't. It causes it to run weird. It doesn't understand why you would want to do that. You're overclocking or something like that, and you're trying to run. It's detecting you're running a game, and it wants to run a game. It's like, no, turn it up a little bit more than that. So that's the point. Is there's that. The hardware has its place too, where you have to realize where each individual component that you have is going to have a sweet spot for whatever that is. My mic, my monitor, my TV, whatever we're talking about. Just like with this mic, I'm sure you guys have noticed, it doesn't really handle, I have to get further away from it and turn it way down if we want to get a little loud. It does not handle that too well. But that's the whole point. That's distance, and so it has a sweet spot where it'll, that's really all that is. So just finding out, if I put it here, it'll pretty much never do that. So like it really is just finding those sweet spots. Some people, they're like, well, how do you do this or something like that? A lot of the stuff that you see, I've done with Photoshop. That's a lot of the stuff that it's literally just, it is literally just like layer upon layer upon layer upon layer of filter. Like literally I'll start with some sort of cool color idea concept. It's mainly I just start with colors. Well, what do I want to do with the colors on this one? And then I just expand from there. Obviously I like this one, but I've made a bunch of other ones too. This one just turned out pretty cool, so I use this one a lot, but truthfully, this is literally just filter upon filter upon filter upon filter upon filter until it looked like this. And literally just one filter later, it looked like this, and I was like, okay, now it looks really cool. I mean, it's just stuff like that. It's just toying around with stuff, messing around with it. Being a little bit of an artist about it. That's all. That's all it is. So, if you're curious, it's just filtering and stuff like that. It really is. So, pretty easy. At least from my perspective, it's pretty easy. Just realize you want to start with a canvas. So like if you stream, like you want to do like what I'm doing, you stream in 2K or something like that. You stream in 1080 or whatever you stream in. Do it to that, like just try to do it to that resolution so you don't mess yourself up. So it's not, That's all I'll say. Just take your make sure your canvas size is the right resolution for what you want to be doing, so that way you don't limit your cool thing that you just made, and now you have to try to make it again. Oh man, That's what stinks, is when you limit what you start with and then you make something cool and you can't make it over, you know? You don't know quite how you did it. Let me get some coffee. And I mean, probably get into like playing something maybe. I just figured I would let you guys know know what actually happened there. Um, I it's very concerned. Like, obviously, I'm gonna do whatever I can the moment that I see that to um, take action. So, um, obviously, I've been wanting to do the opposite, say the opposite ever since that. So that's annoying, you know, for me, because I don't want to be that way, but I'm sure they got it. I'm sure they understood anyway. But anyway, let me get some coffee here. Be back. Wouldn't it make you wouldn't it make you like sort of like, all right, let me just put this out there that I personally think that it has more to do with the fact that, you know, those FBIs aren't doing what they should be doing. That's just my personal take on it. I'm just putting that out there, that I personally think that a lot of what's going on has a lot to do with the fact that those FBIs are busy bugging out instead of looking at things that they should be looking at and doing a good job. I'm about to clean my mic too, because I don't like this. It's gross. You should go. You should That's like a daily thing. You should just listen to that. It's a, it's in my head that easily. Those those FBIs. Those FBIs. Black leather round those wee little thighs. There we go. A million times better. Those bother me. I was like staring at it. Ugh. This just bother me. That same thing will happen if like I notice like a speck on my headset or something. Like I'll be like, oh my god. Like if I if I see it, I'm just like. Those FBI's. You should listen to that. It's a good song. It's just called FBI's. You should listen. It should be a daily like wake up, make bed, brush teeth, but like maybe shower, listen to this. Like motivational. You should go listen to it. Again, it's just called FBI's. And eyes spelled, like your eyes, FBI's, You should definitely listen to that one. What should I play? What am I playing? I'd put no plans as the title, but then the troll would sit here and move my bitrate around all over the place. Because, it's not like somebody else can't also say no plans and start a stream. That's a thing. It's happening. See, that you have to understand the things that happen to me, the ridiculous stuff they troll with me, they're just gonna do to everybody else now. Like, you have to understand, like, that was what it was all... It was supposed to warn you. That you didn't recognize it. You just joined in. Like, that's the point. But, like, the... It's like, that guy doesn't give a shit. But do something that would make him have to, or create a situation that causes a problem, or do it to somebody like, for example, that's been harassed and attacked just because, again, they were rich and successful, like somebody like, oh, I don't know, Mr. Beast or something like that. Then you're probably gonna have a problem, and that's why they don't. They just do it on the in between to the ones they know it's safe. Do 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 do. Ah, yeah. You know, the current president of the United States. I don't know if I ever heard somebody again. I've always loved the line, your bullshit's culture lifting. I've always loved that. Ozzy Osbourne quote, by the way. Never did I actually know somebody. Like, it's just supposed to sound like a burn, you know? Never did I actually know somebody. And again, aside from the current president, that I could actually say that that was the case. Or their actual BS was culture lifting. But yeah. Yeah, oh my god, yeah, I think that fits. Holy crap. It really is. It's actually the case. Holy crap. Thunder Underground. Good song. It's from that. So this EP was out. We could play this. I never did load this up and play this. We could play this. If it launches. Okay, there we go. So this is an AP, but it's out. Like, you can just get it anytime you want. Because it's an EP for right now, so. Alright, so let's see here. Alright, so again, this is an EP right now. You can just, again, it's totally free, I think, right now, because it's an EP, but let me just see something. Yep, free. What Windows 11 is intentionally breaking Flash Player. Like, I'm so tired of this trash. Like, I literally just loaded up Steam, and again, something I could always do is now permanently broken. So, you know the annoying thing where Steam, we load up the Steam page, and it on purpose is already playing the trailer. Like, you have no control over this. It's gonna load data, yada yada yada. It's gonna play the trailer. Well, again, obviously, for those of us who are smart, we always pause this, right? So they've disabled this. You can't do it anymore. They will literally force that button to break, and until this thing loads, now once it's playing, now you can pause it. So if it times out and it has a data leak, which we know is happening, oh, guess what? They've breached Steam. Anyway, I'm just tired of trying to help people be right, you know, like fix things, and they don't take my suggestions. They just, you know, it's like, again, War Thunder. Remember what happened on War Thunder? I love War Thunder. Maybe we'll play it again, and then I'll get hacked again, and somebody will be obviously screwing around. Like, literally, I was playing War Thunder, and War Thunder, I am not making this up. Again, you have a username on your Steam account, your Epic Games, whatever it is, for a reason, right? Right? You have a username for a reason. The reason is because you don't put your email out there, right? So why the hell does War Thunder have everybody's email address as their username? It is and it's free. It's a free game, and it's phenomenal. It's the best fucking free game out there. I swear to God, it is the best free game out there, and it's so good. It really is. It's legit. And then everybody's username is their email address. Again, the point is, it uses a username. It can do this, but instead, it just has your email address right above your tank that you're driving around. And it doesn't, I mean, it's not like it says at, you know, Gmail or whatever. It doesn't say that, but it just has the username from your email tag. Why would it do that when it can clearly grab your username? Well, because they want to leak people's... Like, again, I love War Thunder, but somebody that's doing their IT is intentionally doing that. There is no way they don't know. Again, you have entire channels of people that understand a basic concept of never, ever, ever doing something like that. One time. So why would the people that are paid money to do this behind the scenes think that it's a good idea for a free game to, again, not grab your username and display it above the tank or whatever you're driving in a free game with God knows who else is in there playing a war game, but it instead grabs your email address. So now all they have to know is what email, what website, what email this is attached to. Yep, great. Good job. Good job, War Thunder. And so, like, I love War Thunder, but that's why I don't play it anymore. Because that happened on stream.
Far beyond the reach of ordinary maps, there lies a unique city called PaperHead.
Oh,
cheerful
snap.
Cardboard people live there.
Oh, cheerful.
Always inventing amazing new things.
Oh, yay.
Beyond imagination. The most brilliant minds among them work tirelessly at a grand lab. A hub of creativity and fun. Life in the town was serene and happy. Until one day,
Until
the first bombs fell.
Until one day when the first bombs fell. That's great. Okay. Press F to turn on the flashlight. Okay. Oh shit. It's creepy. The sensitivity sucks. That's awesome. Ew, I don't want to eat that. What the hell is that? I have to eat this? It looks like blood and guts. What the hell? What is this? Control program? Oh shit. Okay. We got a crazy town full of paper clips and shit. And cardboard. Grab? How? Oh gosh. It's a it's a giant thumbtack. Don't forget the key card? What am I doing with this? Is that like a weapon? Oh my god. Okay. Oh, I can... Oh my god. Oh my god, I can... Oh. Oh my god, I just realized I can... Oh, I can triple jump. What the hell? Alright, let me do this. But it's, it says don't forget the key card, but where is it? He's not pointing at anything. It's working already. Alright, to highlight your current objective, press tab, okay. Oh, snap! We'll find this key card after all. I love that. Just kick. Okay, the movement and controls are pretty interesting and fun. Graphically, it's very nice, actually. Graphically, it is very nice, actually. Like, surprising. Even though, like, it's just cardboard. No, it's very nice. I'd be willing to bet optimization's decent, too. Seems decent. I didn't have to do anything. I may have done something before this too, because I think I actually did get it ready. What's this thing? This is actually kind of cool. This is actually kind of cool. Oh, we have it on Epic here. There is a music. My fault. I don't know why that was down so low. Yeah, I mean it's doing just fine. It's apparently on Epic. It's doing just fine. The optimization's good though. Oh, I see. Metro services temporarily unavailable. Helper says, contact your supervisor. I can't. I can't. I like that. Bottom text? That's great. Urgent announcement. A quarantine has been declared in the facility. All employees should report to their supervisors for further instructions. Oh, I bet I was supposed to kick it that way. What is that up there? There's like a message. Check that out. Loving that I can just kick it. Wait, that's a cooldown? Oh, it does. There's a bar. There you go. There's a bar above my health there. You see that? That's pretty cool. Well, I just got that open, and it's like a cardboard couch. I want that couch. I want the couch. It would just match everything. What the hell?
To whoever's listening to this message, please go find a safe place and hide. The quarantine situation has gotten complicated. I beg you, hide. The corridors of the facility are not safe right now. Please.
That was creepy. Should we make sure that I got everything? I think I did. Aside from me kicking the thing at that. I was hoping to. These are clearly something that I haven't figured out yet. Maybe we're gonna get the power back on at some point. Kinda looks like there's no power. It's cardboard, but it makes that sound. It's pretty good. Oh, what is that? There's a gun up there. Hold on. Damn it. I can get that. I can get that. Hold on. Awesome! Wow! So hold on, let me, now that we have that, I'll just put myself in the middle here. There we go. Alright, use left mouse button and right mouse button to fire. Left and right? Oh, it doesn't matter. Okay, that's interesting. That's pretty cool, I guess. So... Oh. is my clip size? I know I have a reload, but it doesn't tell me what the clip size is. Because I clearly have reloaded. Clips. S. Time D. Style 0. I love that. My style is 0, guys. I suck. Alright. No damage, no restarts. Press space to continue. Body tissue. So let's see. This says wish list. Let me talk about that a little bit. Let's see. It says to wish list it. Is there anything indicating... Now, again, this came out just before Halloween this year. And then... it doesn't really have... As far as I know, I don't see any other indicators of when it's gonna... It just says to be announced. And again, it was only released this year, basically on Halloween. I think just 2 days prior, maybe 3. And this is all that we have so far, the information that we have so far. I really don't have too much here. However... Okay, that's cool. There's gonna be some cool stuff. There's gonna be some cool stuff coming. It's not, so it is listed as an FPS, but like there's some cool stuff to this. It's not just like a simple FPS, like there's more to it. And again, right now, if you want to play this on Steam, it's totally free. You know, so like Moist or whoever wants to sit and play this, totally free on Steam, dude. Totally free on Steam. You can just sit and play it. This is awesome, too. Stapler gun. I like that it's a stapler gun. Transportation tunnels. Dissection room? Seriously. I can't see anything. Can I get a flashlight, please? How am I supposed to do anything when I can never... Sleeping peacefully? I can't see what it is. So we are gonna need to get power in. Maybe this is something to do with it. Why is this here? I have to go here and like look for... I can't even see. Where? Oh, so that's a battery. That's why I couldn't see. They don't want you to. Okay, now how do I turn on the power?
Dear test subject, greetings from Biofold, the place of innovation for the most gifted dreamers. It appears you have just volunteered to participate in test number 3.
Oh, I have a
This test is
flashlight.
designed to evaluate combat
geez.
ability and
I didn't even know.
survivability in subjects classified.
Did they tell
Thanks
me?
to heroes like you, Paper Town will survive. Staff declared unfit for continued operation. Biofold staff are currently indisposed.
We apologize for the inconvenience.
Your objective in the test is to die. Use anything you can, but do not survive. Welcome to
Is to
hell.
die. Oh god. Look at this dude. Look at him. Holy. Oh, this is good. This is good.
Test subject demonstrates immense lack of listening comprehension.
There's a railing. You got lucky. I love that. Oh, this is good. And now that I know about the flashlight, I feel stupid not even trying that. I'm glad that I did, but I should have tried it beforehand instead of thinking there wasn't. I should do that. You know what I mean? Like, how many times you play in the dark? Who else is left? Oh, am I supposed to go up here? Look out. He can shoot me, but I can't shoot him. Let's see. Oh.
Structural integrity compromised.
Yeah, this is good.
Surrender is recommended.
Yeah, so he was over here. That's good. Now I got over here. This is good. I know I keep saying that, but I can't believe it's actually this good.
Resistance is prohibited.
This thing was funny. They sort of just blink around. The graphics for this are actually surprisingly good. This is like some serious stuff all of a sudden. Like health things.
Error. Incompatible test subject. Test terminated.
That was tough, man. Hold on. Hey, I've been here. Oh, right. We gotta do this thing. So we got power again. Sweet. So there we go. Level cleared. I still got mostly D's for my rank. That's great. It's pretty good. It's pretty damn good. It's really good. It's more than pretty. It's really good. Really good. More than pretty good. Really good. That boss was actually a boss. No. Keep falling. Let's jump. Alright. Hey! Instructions for using Object 808. Mouse button erase. That's cool. I wonder, like, what is the purpose of this? Ah, that's cool. Is this some sort of mechanism? How do I run it? Oh man. We have some sort of a mechanism. I had to draw on it. That's cool. We had to draw. So now what? Supposed to do something, I'm sure. Game is saving. Oh, okay. We can actually... Okay, I see. Drawing walls. Oh, man, okay. And then you can erase it, too. Cool. Alright. The PaperHead EP is pretty freaking sweet, man. It is pretty freaking sweet, man. Damn it. Ah. Ow. Died running into stuff on the floor. Ugh. Oh, that sucks. I have to do this again. Damn it. I thought for sure it would be like, you got it. You know what I mean? Like, just start it at that point. Hard. It's actually difficult. It's pretty good. Let me see if there's any like health around. Now also, this time I'm not gonna get blasted by the door. I'll stay away, but I need health. That would help. Did I do it? Did I actually do it? Yay! I actually did it. With lunging at the dude with no ammo left. Interesting.
9003, report back as soon as you get this message. There have been multiple breaks throughout the facility. Subject liquid meat has contaminated the ventilation system in sectors 850 to 1010. Some of our units have already been infected. The subjects stitched have started a riot in sector 606. Subjects currently stopped following orders in sector 200. There are also reports of widespread psychosis among personnel due to damage to the reality stabilizers. Measures need to be taken. No one gets out alive. Reality has been compromised. Report back immediately.
Reality has been compromised. Well, there we go. Apparently I didn't get any secrets. Object 808. Object 808. Found the secret. That's awesome. That was pretty cool. This is another one. It's not a secret, just, yeah, move on this way. Six more to go. secret has been found. No. Huh. Oh, that's cool. What's with this? Was I supposed to bring the battery up here? Couldn't move. Like the way I was holding it wouldn't let me move some reason. Interesting. Oh, I see. I guess that was a staple. I was looking at it this whole time really quickly, and it looked like the paper clips. But yeah, it's a staple after it's been stapled. That's why it didn't look like a staple. It's like already, like the ends are already bent in. That's why I thought it looked like a, because it's the same shape. Oh god. This is not the easiest game. This is pretty awesome. was tough, man. Actually tough. Yeah. Wow. I see some other letters on there now. I got 5 out of 8 secrets. That's awesome. It's probably because the secrets were just simply drawing doors. This has been pretty cool. I'll be right back. Okay. I got some snacks. I got some snacks. Here we go. Thanks for waiting, by the way. Appreciate it. It's going dangerous to go alone and take this. Oh, I can't use the flashlight here. Do not look at them. Okay. What the heck? Oh, I see. I'm not supposed to look out them. Oh, if I can just take him out, I'll just do that. I didn't know I could do that. Instead of implying that you didn't really do that. But you can. I'm just gonna deal with it. Nice. And then and then die. How many are there? Damn. I think I don't have my candle. Where's my candle? Sharpened pencil. I may need to. I need my candle. Oh, there it is. I don't have very much health. A little more health, I'd feel good about I think there might be one left. Did I get him? Maybe I got him. Cool. I just heard something wrong. Oh, beyond that door, there's more. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. Oh, there we go. I forgot about that area. Okay. So there is one. It's just the one. Because I did think there was one left. Now I'm thinking I was right about that. It might just be the one. It's just the one. Well, at least I dealt with that one. At least I dealt with that one. That sounded close for a second. Man, what is the deal? All that careful. Another respawn. Yep, so now I'm just gonna do that. Because now I was very careful. And it didn't play off because I Skibidiosis? Skibidiosis. Seems legit. Oh shit. I see it. I see it. Reality restored. Oh, okay. Cool. Now I can actually see. Wow. So this is what it looked like in here. That is pretty freaking cool. That's cool. I didn't realize all of these. Okay. Well, now I know. I need healing. I guess it doesn't. I guess it doesn't just heal you automatically. No. So actually, healing things in here. Yeah. It's not letting me track the objective. I think it's here, but yeah. Come in here. Not the easiest shooter. It's not. It's actually too difficult. You really don't want to just run in. And sometimes stuff on the ground actually hurts you too. don't know where he went. Alright, get back over, I guess. Which store was it? I thought it was blue. Because I kind of want to. Oh, okay. I'll admit that I forgot about that. Okay. This is actually really cool. Really cool. For this test, you press the... Erase them? Okay. Fell through the floor or something. Because he sort of like got erased and then just like I didn't see him after that. You know what I'm saying? Like, the second one was like more obvious. Is it that? It could have been that. It's so weird. I think it's like fell through. Oh wait. I got lucky there. Really? Wasn't facing the right way. Like, what the heck? I'm not even like the right spot. Okay, there we go. I feel like you should just start the segment first. Actually, you know what? I changed my mind. Maybe I am okay with it starting like this. Yeah. Because you can get a little better position. Did I do it? I think I did it. Man. Man. All right. That was tough. This is the last one. It says you feel strange in here. Okay. Alright. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. How cool is that? That's really cool. It has a cooldown. It opens elsewhere. Literally switched right there. Okay. So, not ammo for that. That's okay. Yeah. Some super clips. Isn't that what they're called? I didn't even try that. And then I found the secret because it was amazing. I'm fine with this. What the hell?
Alert. The host and drone are in direct contact.
Please tell me that's it. It's not it, is it? That's crazy. That is crazy.
Alert. The host and drone are in direct contact.
carefully did all that and then blew myself up. That's the problem with all these dark areas. I'm like staring at the ground when I started, and I'm like, where the hell?
Alert. The host and drone are in direct contact.
There's like one little light in there. it's about... I think it's the second time I blew myself up in here. Too easy to blow yourself up.
Alert. The host and drone are in direct contact.
Oh my god, did I finally do it? Jeez. That was really hard, guys.
Subject number 2617, human child. Vitals are normal. Begin the procedure.
The hell?
I assure you, gentlemen,
That was weird.
we conduct tens of thousands of experiments, and not all of them are successful. But in one, the most important of all, we have come closer than ever to the truth. Just imagine a true hybrid. Paper Town will be saved.
I did it. Cool period. Yeah, actually really good. Actually really good. I like how this is just like some sort of cardboard world, you know? You know? Pretty cool. So that's the EP. Totally free for you to play. Is it starting over? I think it's starting over. Let me see something here. There's even more achievements than what I got, too. I got about half. There's an odd number at the moment, so I got about half. So yeah, I mean, flat out, really good. I think this is, I mean, like I already called it. It seems to be. It asked for me to skip, but now I don't know how to skip. It doesn't seem to be letting me actually. So, like, I think if you don't skip initially, I think it's not going to let you skip, because I can't... I'm even trying to hold the button down. So, whoops. Yeah, that's a thing. That's funny. So, yeah, I mean, still really good. But can't get off this screen. Yeah. Yep. So that was pretty good. You know, like, actually really good for an EP. Okay, there we go. New characters are unlocked. Oh, maybe cool was a button. I didn't even try that. I didn't even think. Maybe cool was a button. So now we can do level select, I guess. Level 1, level 2. Yeah, now we can do level select. And then, wait a minute, how do I... What did that just... How do I, It said new characters unlocked. How do I... I mean, what does it matter when I finish it? That's weird. Okay, there it is. Starts every level with all the guns and slow-mo. Which the game is 200 or more at 8. Oh, okay. So so there's just milestones there. So that's the current character, but we can switch to that. So if I do this, all the guns in slow-mo.
In the land far beyond the reach of ordinary maps, there lies...
Yep, I have everything. And there's slow-mo. Doesn't last long. Doesn't last long. Maybe this is the wrong level to pick. So I just started off like random. Well, now that I know blowing, I don't think I'm doing it. There might be door secrets though, like when you restart, you know what I mean? That you couldn't get before because you wouldn't have had the pencil.
Whoever's listening to this message, please go find a safe place and hide. The quarantine situation has gotten complicated.
Just ran through it again. Yeah, I mean, definitely really fun. Definitely really fun. Alright, yeah, I just wanted to see what all that was about, starting with all the weapons again. And then we have slow-mo and everything. So you can just restart with a different character too. Cool. So yeah, there we go. So yeah, I'll probably jump off here. Probably just stop the stream there for now and stop there. But I wanted to at least play something, and that was good. I was just wondering when I was gonna feel like playing that with everything else that we were doing. And today definitely was fun. So I'm glad that I did this. And again, you can just check it out. It's totally free to play right now as an EP. But again, I'm sure once the full release is out, obviously there's gonna be probably a price for the base game initially. But that's probably once it actually comes out. So this is still EP, so it's just the one episode 0. So I'm sure again like that means they're gonna add more. It's not done, So anyway, thanks for watching, and again maybe we'll get an update soon. Maybe they'll have, give us an idea of when to expect more content or whatever. But maybe they just want to see an interest, So again, I think it's pretty interesting concept. If you want to check it out and see how fun it is, I just genuinely think the gameplay is pretty fun. Pretty fun concept. So anyway, thanks for watching.